Hey guys, in this video we will be going over the gains and losses from trade from an exporting nation. So in this country, they are exporting or importing right now steel. And this is their consumer surplus above the equilibrium price and below demand. And this is their producer surplus below the equilibrium price and above supply. So before the exporting begins, the country's consumer surplus is A and producer surplus is B. So the total surplus would be A plus B. But now, let's say that there's a world price and the country, because it is a price taker, it begins to export right here. Now, the world price is greater than the equilibrium price for the domestic country. This means that the country has a comparative advantage in producing steel. The producers can now raise their prices and increase profit. However, the consumers, because the prices are higher, are less willing to buy the product. So the consumers right here of the domestic trade right here are unwilling to buy the steel at this high price. So now, how does this affect the overall total welfare of the country? For this, well, let's see. The consumer surplus is still above the equilibrium, which is now the world price, and below demand. So it's here. Now this is A prime. So now all they have is A prime, and they lose out on here, which is A double prime. But where does this extra surplus go? This surplus goes to the producers, because the producers can produce an extra amount below the equilibrium price, which is the world price now, and above the supply curve. So all this belongs to the producers. Now they still have B, but they also have gained A double prime, and they've also gained this little spot right here, which I'll say is C. Now, why do they gain this part called C? It is because the producers are reaching greater consumers in the world market, meaning that more people are buying from this country. As you can see, the quantity has increased. So what is the total surplus? Well, it's A prime plus A double prime plus B plus C. So from here, you can tell that the total surplus has increased by C, which means that the overall welfare of the economy has improved. So what is the change in the consumer surplus? A has lost A double prime. And the producer surplus, well, the B is still the same, but they've gained A double prime and C. So when these two cancel out because they are the same area, the C has become the increase in the total surplus, which benefits the overall economy. Now from this you can tell that from an exporting nation, the producers benefit from higher prices, and the consumers lose out because, well, they don't want to buy the product at such a high price. However, for the overall nation, it is still good because the overall total surplus has increased, meaning that the gains from trade outweigh the losses. So that is why free trade is good.